All right, so welcome to my page. If this is the first time you're logging in here, I usually like to share experiences, yeah, in the abroad to anyone who like to listen. Here's just one quick one. In the abroad, I don't know where you are, whether you're in Canada, in the US, in America, you're in Germany, you are anywhere in the world, right? Australia, you don't jackpot, yeah, you don't go abroad. Now, there are a lot of freedoms here, a lot of freedom to do this and do that, to opportunity to explore this, to get that, unlike where we are coming from, where we come from. You understand what I mean? But when you come into this Western world, for those of you who have not made the mistake, or those of you who have maybe started to make the mistake, don't go further in making this mistake I'm about to share. What am I talking about? Where you come from in Nigeria, to borrow money is very hard, right? Like to borrow money from Lapo, or to borrow money from microfinance, whatever bank, whatever, or to borrow money from, I don't know, multiple agencies these days online. It's easy. They go cut you and they go slice you. Yeah. But here, the freedom to actually get money from banks, it's just overwhelming. They are even begging you to come and take loan, come and take credit, come and take money. They are begging you. Most especially when they say that, oh, you got a job, you got an income, and then you have a payment plan, and the interest is whatever. You don't even think about it because everything they do here is basically on credit. You're buying a car, you're buying a house, you're renovating your house, whatever. You're buying a new house, you're trying to build a new house, whatever. Credit, 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 credit. As long as you have a job and all of that kind of stuff, yeah, and you have a steady income, yeah. But be very careful. Like, be very careful. I just came from one now. That's why I said, I'm just going to share this real quick, right? But before I went for this interview, to get to look at this loan option, I researched everything. Thank God for those guys who discovered this AI thing, right? I've asked AI a lot of questions. I've thrown all the possible questions that I think could be like a loophole for me. And I said, okay, AI, this, yeah? I researched, compared, and seen like, okay, all the other providers, what they can offer me. Now, let me tell you one straight truth. These guys, especially for those who are just like marketers, they can sell you any product. And you coming from where you're coming from, it's like, oh, but I need money right now to do this. I need to build a house in Africa. I need to maybe buy a new car. It's just interesting. Oh boy, if you are not careful, you go enter one chance. Like behind those documents you sign, those small prints, if you don't know what you are looking for, you can't actually find it. It's only when you can be smart, you're educated, whatever, but if you're not careful, yeah, you go sign yourself into die. They just told me one. I said, okay, Lord. She was even selling to me, like I wasn't even interested like in a loan right now, like to borrow money. I just wanted to see, let me see. And she was telling me like, you could get 25,000 and spread over 84 months and you're gonna pay back 84 months, yeah? 25,000. And you're going to pay like every month, I think it was like 445 or so. I'm talking about euros, so I'm not talking about dollars anymore. I'm talking about euros, yeah? And I did the math. And I said, but you told me 8%, that was going to be the interest rate, yeah? Per annum. I said, okay. And I said, okay, spread over 84 months, 25,000. I did the math, it amounted to about 37,000. So I subtracted the sum, the whole sum I'm supposed to get as a loan amount from the amount I'm going to pay spread over that 84 months. And it was like 12,500. So like half of the amount I'm supposed to get is what I'm going to pay back over 84 months. And I'm thinking to myself, whoa, you want to give me 25,000 euros? Okay, good. And then spread over 84 months, which is like 7 years or so, and I'm going to pay back 37 or so thousand euros. And I did it at 12,000 plus. 50% of what you're going to give me is what I'm going to pay back. I slap myself. I wake up. I say, choo, oh boy. Now what do you want? You want to play muku like this? Say what's happened? Who die? And what do I need the money for? Tell me, 25,000. What's that going to do? 25,000. If I buy a new kitchen here, 5,000, 6,000, a new kitchen, how much remain? If I choose to work, I want to go to Nigeria and buy a land and build a house. Maybe not in Nonos, just maybe in my own small city, like not village, but my small city. That money not reach me do anything, my brother. Or if I want to maybe go on a holiday, maybe renovate what, buy a new bed or buy a new, wardrobe or maybe a new plasma TV, just to renovate my house in general, and I will not go and pay 12,000 plus 50% of the amount you're going to give me. Shall be muguni. Eh? You see what return and say when I go school, they will return and say school na scam, but you came here for the help. Use your brain, no? This abroad you have come to. You come to Australia, Canada, US, Germany, Poland, Czech Republic, Italy, Spain, Greece, anywhere you did, Norway, Austria, Sweden. See, if you know wise, my brother, you enter one chance. I heard a story about somebody who just thought, you know what? I had the liberty, and she went like buy a Range Rover. They promised her, we'll finance it for you. Don't worry, you just pay every month. Sister, no get job. You don't get job. They won't give her a loan. All this loan shark, they go kill you. If you know wise, say you come abroad, you do sengeleng and you go pay bita, yeah. Oh God. You go borrow money, pay money when you borrow. That time, you don't go. If you hear, you hear. That's me. I always talk based on experience. I have go. Bye-bye.